Holy peak, I am still decompressing. We have got to go over every single thing that was at that PlayStation State of Play. That was one of the best I have seen in years. To anybody saying otherwise, I'm about to show you definitive proof on why this showcase was complete freaking heat. And if you just didn't like it and you were a hater, quit the video games, bro. It's over. It's a wrap. I had genuinely no expectations or even remotely had an idea to make this video. I was recording some of my reactions and I was like, there's probably going to be like one decent game shown at the end of this. And then it banger after banger after banger. And like, I was like, okay, well, now it completely threw me off guard, but I'm so happy. I just love seeing state of plays or any other like showcase like this that are just this strong. It just gets me so excited again and just reminds me why I love doing what I do and why I love video games so much. So let's just go in order of like each of the announcements, kind of go over them a little bit and just thoughts overall on the actual showcase itself. I feel it's pretty obvious the thoughts so far, but let's get into it. All right, so completely kicking off the showcase was the sequel to a game that I did not expect whatsoever, but I absolutely adore, Kena Bridge of Spirits. And this one is called Kena Scars of Kosmora. If you have not played the original Kena Bridge of Spirits, I could not recommend that video game more. I think it rips so freaking hard. I love the art style, the visuals, the combat. It's really punishing, and this just seems to improve the formula. Coming in 2026 as well too is awesome. A sentiment that you're probably going to hear me say over and over again on why I thought this showcase was really solid in general is there's a lot of stuff that is coming in 2026. I think a lot of times what's frustrating with these showcases is the fact like, yes, they show all this really cool stuff and they're like, yeah, 2030 or whatever. So then we have the Ghost of Yotei Legends. This is something that pretty much everybody was to be expected, but this is coming in March 10th to be exact. Again, fantastic. I'm somebody who really enjoyed the Ghost of Tsushima Legends. I imagine this is going to be just as fun. Then we also have Death Stranding 2 on the Beach coming to PC on March 19th. Again, very, very soon. I really enjoyed Death Stranding 2. This is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to boot it up on my PC. Then we have Bad Robots 4 Loop. This is the first one in the showcase where I was like, you know what? This may have an audience. These just really isn't my kind of game, but I thought it looked interesting. It's definitely not bad by any means. Now, one that I think is going to be absolutely slept on is Pragmata, dude. If you have not played the demo, you need to go get on this immediately. I was not sold on it. For some reason, I feel like when you're looking at it online, it just does not hit the same. But I'm telling you, trust me, check out the demo. It's just one of those video games you got to play. This is coming April 24th. I am very, very excited for this. Really, really rooting for this game. Again, Leon returning to the RCPD in Resident Evil Requiem coming February 27th. I'm so stoked for this after replaying, like I've replayed recently 2, 4, 7, 8. I even played a little bit of 6 as well too. It's not good, but I am beyond hyped for this. Again, this isn't one of the big ones on here as well. It was nice getting a new trailer for it, but it's coming this month. We're ready for it. Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered coming out on March 3rd. I think this is great. To be honest, I don't really have a ton to say on this one. Same thing as strategy RPG coming in 2026. Brigandine Abyss, not something I'm super interested in. Dead or Alive 6 Last Round coming to PS5 on June 25th. I think this is okay as well. But here's where we get into the heaters, baby. Control Resonant showed off some gameplay. And boy, oh boy, did she look crispy. Like, just revisiting this really quickly, this ridiculously reminded me of like almost like a prototype vibe. I absolutely love this look. It looks significantly different than the original Control game, and I think that's perfectly okay. It also looks like you get your powers like much earlier, because like even the floating ability you don't get until like really end game in Control the original. But that's where I lost my mind, dude. I was like, this is awesome. I love this. Seems to have some really good addition to the combat overall. Again, this gameplay loop. I think Remedy are ridiculously talented people, and this is going to be freaking sick. Tell me it's not. And once again, we are getting this in 2026. That is absolutely fantastic. Getting our first official look at gameplay is huge. I think it looks awesome, especially as somebody who's a big, big fan of the original Control. Then we have a co-op action RPG, Crimson Moon, coming in fall, once again in 2026. I thought this looked awesome. I don't really have a ton to say on it, but I really, really think it looks good. Another look at Beast of Reincarnation. The thing looks solid. August 4th of this year. Once once again, we're hitting that 2026. I love when a showcase shows hard release dates. It doesn't always have to. There's some stuff we need to be, right in front of us, but also in the far future. That's perfectly fine, but this looks great. We knew it was going to be 2026, but it's nice to get another look at it. And then the Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition releases tomorrow. I love the Rayman series. This is great. Mina The Hollower gets a demo again coming in spring 2026 this year. This is fantastic. I'm somebody who loves Shovel Knight. I will be here day one on this, and I will absolutely be checking out the demo. Neva is a freaking masterpiece, getting a prologue DLC February 19th. Come on. Now, this is our first one that we've got in 2027. I really do not remember the actual trailer for the... Oh, yes, I do. I'm sorry. I do remember this, and it looks cool. Yeah, I really dig this, man. This is something that I feel like for some reason, like everybody is not going to enjoy for some reason, but I just think this looks really interesting. Again, this one's 2027, so nothing we're going to get anytime, at least somewhat soon. I think this looks really interesting. So we have another long boy, but man, does this look crazy. Krafton announces Project Windless. This looks like a mix between like Dynasty Warriors, the new God of War games, all packaged into one. It looks crazy. And let me tell you, it was straight up this shot when I knew they were cooking. I knew they were cooking hard with this. And then it just goes into this absolute, again, this is really, really like Dynasty Warrior heavy right here. I really, really like this. A lot of cool abilities with your weapons, some war cries, like, come on, dude. Like, this looks awesome. Again, we are going to have some stuff that's really far away. I think that looked awesome. That was really, really good. And we also have Lucasfilms debuting their Star Wars Galactic Racer gameplay, also hitting in 2026. This looks great. I can't wait to jump into this. Our 007 First Light, another trailer, again, hitting May 27th. I'm really, really pumped for this. The only thing that has concerned me this whole time with this video game is, can it actually perform well? That very first trailer was rough on some performance, but I think everything just all around looks very solid. Then Konami just comes in absolutely swinging with the Metal Gear Solid Remastered Collection Volume 2 coming August 27th. Thing speaks for itself. Darwin's Paradox has a demo out tomorrow, coming in April 2nd. Freaking Castlevania Belmont's Curse. This is a big one for me. I am somebody who completely adores Castlevania, Metroidvanias, you name it. 2D side scrollers, I am there, and this has my name written all over it. I think Motion Twin are incredibly talented people as well, too. This just, like, it always blows my mind that there are people out there that just do not like 2D video games. Literally blows my mind. I do not understand. This rocks. We also got to look at a new Silent Hill game, Townfall. It's a full feature trailer coming 2026, and it looks great. Rev Noir, also coming from Konami. No release date on that whatsoever. I didn't think this looked too crazy. This was kind of one of the little bit misses for me, but again, not a big deal. But then the freaking Baba Yaga. When I saw this shot with the belt, I knew immediately. I was doubting the entire time, but the second I saw this, I was locked in. But I was like, what is this? And then we get this this absolute cinema here. Keanu Reeves is reprising his role for this. It's going to take place in the same universe. Chad Stahelski, the director of the movies, is working with them. We are in for some peak. The blueprint, in my opinion, is Sifu. Sifu is basically the best John Wick video game there is. If we get something identical to that, but with John Wick style finishers in this world, some extra narrative to it, you can count me all the freaking way in. Get a new trailer for Marathon coming March 5th. I think this is great. Honestly, I know people are loving to hate on this thing. Every time it comes out, I'm more and more impressed with it. I'm still not 100% sold, but their dedication, I admire it, and it looks like they took feedback and they've improved upon it in every time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just not 100% sure about that $40 price point. The actual video game will tell us itself. We got new PlayStation Plus editions. Again, Spider-Man 2 coming to the actual game catalog. This is great. We got another trailer for Big Walk and also Saros. I think Saros is going to be freaking huge. This obviously isn't the first time we've seen this in this state of play as well too. But the game itself is building upon Returnal's foundation, and if you have not played Returnal, that is an absolute must play. It's a non-negotiable. That is my favorite PlayStation 5 exclusive to this date. I think it is a masterpiece. The Unbreakable X-Men coming to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, again coming August 6th. Absolutely great, man. This looked awesome. And then we close out the show, and I just have to give some props to Santa Monica Studio for how this was done. And I'm just very happy with it because obviously we learned that the original God of War trilogy is getting a complete remake. This is fantastic because one, let's get the first thing out of the way. They could have easily been like, hey, we're just going to do the first God of War remake. We'll see how it goes, you know, and go from there. No, they absolutely slam dunk it with all 3 games, getting TC Carson back. This is absolutely huge, but they bum us out a little bit and they're like, hey, you know what? This is in really, really early production. It's going to be a little bit. So then the rumored God of War 2D Metroidvania Ghost of Sparta is showcased, and it looks awesome. Again, I am somebody who loves 2D video games. I love Metroidvanias. This is so up my alley. I love that Demos is introduced again. You know, I have not played Ghost of Sparta in many, many years. Getting some extra background to that, I think that's fantastic. And then they're like, hey, it's out right now. Banger showcase, bro. Absolute banger. It's like an hour or two as well. I thought the pacing was really great. Just all around. There is some great stuff in here as well. A lot of good stuff coming this year. A couple things hitting that 2027. And again, the God of War remake trilogy, that's definitely not going to be in like 2 years or something, unfortunately. But they gave us something to chew on while we wait. And I'm very grateful for that. And as of recording, I have put 2 hours into the God of War Sons of Sparta, and I tell you, it's great, man. I love Metroidvanias because they start, and you're like, yeah, this is good. It's got great bones, but then they just build upon it and build upon it. Like the God of War bones are there. I like TC Carson is doing the narration. The combat continuously gets better. There's obviously going to be additional abilities. I've basically got like this slingshot and this head that I can utilize right now, but you can obviously see in the video game that there are some locked ones that you'll actually get to later. There's additional skills, gear that you can equip, mix and match. It's awesome so far. Really awesome for a $30 price point. I saw some people complaining. They were like, oh, like I can't believe they're making this instead of the next God of War game. Santa Monica didn't solely develop this. They teamed up with Megacat Studios. So again, they're not taking on the full brunt of this as well too. I think that's a silly argument. And for anybody wanting the newer stuff, like dude, we have like 5 or 6 games in the original format. We have God of War 2018, Ragnarok, and the Valhalla DLC. Like, dude, this is just more God of War in a different format. How can you not be excited for that? It's beyond me. So yeah, overall, I think there are tons and tons of great stuff that was announced at this PlayStation State of Play. Thought it had great pacing. It was just over an hour. Very little bogus, very little downtime, no meaningless talking or anything like that. Just straight to the games. Good stuff coming out in 2026 and some good stuff for us to look forward to in the future, but not every single thing in this announcement was like stuff that's just going to be, you know, years and years away, which I think is great. Definitely let me know what you thought of the PlayStation State of Play. I thought it was fantastic. Let me know what you were most excited for, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.